right, mics are hot, so watch what you say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't pull a Tom Brenneman. We didn't cover that last week. We got into other stuff, but he drops an F word that you're not allowed to drop anymore on air. I don't know. Did he? I know he's suspended. I don't know if he ever got fired or not.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever got fired either.
I know Fox pulled him off of NFL, which...
NFL? He does the NFL games too?
Yeah, he's like the secondary crew.
Oh, really?
On NFL games.
Okay. I honestly have never watched a game where Tom Brenneman's doing it. I don't know if I just,
It's what? It's Troy Aikman and Joe Buck is group one.
Yeah.
And group two is like Tom Brenneman.
Oh,
so
okay.
Troy Aikman and them do the highlight game of the week.
Yeah.
And then the second most important game is usually Tom Brenneman.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, you did Reds baseball and NFL football, so that was a pretty good gig. But,
yeah. Now you're nothing.
And that's one of those things, too, of like just the way he said it.
Yeah, it was like, just aggressive.
Hey, man,
yeah.
that was in no way joke. Well, it was a joke. No.
Not the way you said it. You have some sort of hatred towards Kansas City.
And then his apology.
Where he's...
With the home run going on. Well, that one's out of here. I'm sorry. I'm a man of God. It's like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's like, this is the weirdest home run call I've ever heard.
It's the weirdest apology.
It was so somber of like, okay, yep, that one left. That's a home run for whoever.
Yeah.
Again, it's like, Jesus, man.
Just without, he didn't even like say, hold on, give me a second. So-and-so hit a home run. He just kept going with it. Credit to him the way he weaved that home run call in there into his apology. Yeah.
But that's, holy hell.
Yeah. That was funny.
The one thing is you would think it's 2020. And, some of the funniest things that have ever happened have been hot mic moments.
Oh, yeah.
Of like, you're a professional talking into the microphone. Like, that's your job.
Uh-huh.
You should just always assume that they're on.
Exactly.
Because they are always on. It's just, are you going live or not?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can't. Especially everybody knows who pretty much Tom Brenneman is.
Yeah.
I didn't know he did NFL games, but I knew of him. He's doing the Cincinnati Reds.
Right.
For how many years? His dad did the Cincinnati Reds for how many years?
That's a legend.
Yeah. You have been around the thing you're doing forever, and you still didn't realize that the mic was hot.
Yeah, that's I feel like that's a mistake that one of us would make.
Yeah, exactly. Some amateurs or something, but
we're not on live broadcast to say whatever the fuck we want here.
Yeah.
Which I seen that with Pat McAfee. He's moving off radio onto Sirius.
Oh, really?
Yep. They were on like Westwood One or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Or CBS. I think CBS Sports and Westwood One is kind of the national thing of their daily radio show. And it was like 10 to 12.
Okay.
And then on YouTube, I always watch it on YouTube, never listen to it on the radio.
Yeah.
And then now it's moving to Sirius, he says, because basically tired of the FCC.
Yeah, you can pretty much say what you want on Sirius.
On Sirius, say whatever I want.
Yeah.
We'll still have the YouTube shows, so now it's going to go 12 to 3, and then the third hour will be McAfee and Hawk.
Gotcha.
So that's pretty cool. Guy's making all kinds of money.
Yeah, he is.
All kinds.
Who would have thought? The guy was in the prime of his career anyway. He was doing really well.
Made a Pro Bowl.
Yes.
The year he retired.
Yes. And then retires to pretty much work at Barstool.
Right.
Which is why he retired, and then just everything else grew from there.
Yeah.
He's just a personality, man.
He talked a little bit. I'd heard last week he was talking about, because he did the that WWE thing, which shocking. Obviously, I didn't watch the match, but I seen highlights of it on Twitter or whatever. It was like, damn.
Yeah. The backflip he does.
Yeah. And jumps back up on the. Hey,
look decent.
And somebody had asked, you talked about your knee. How can you do that? And he said, and part of the reason he retired is because he was going to have surgery again.
Yeah.
He says he kicks the ball so hard that basically his knee hyperextends every time he punts the ball.
Gotcha.
And it just...
Yeah. It just hurts probably.
To do it, he says...
over and over again.
I can do other stuff, but punting...
Yeah.
It just... kind of thought he might end up in Tampa Bay to punt for a year.
Yeah.
Just like, let's see what happens.
That'd be funny.
But
that'd be funny.
Yeah, that was it's a big move.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a deal because he still keeps the rights to his YouTube show.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of almost like a Rogan
kind of
type deal. Not,
Not that.
Not Rogan money.
No, he's not getting $1 million fucking a year or whatever.
I think he's moving. He should be in Texas now, I think.
Yeah.
He didn't have any podcasts out this week.
So, yeah, he's probably...
I'm guessing that was moving.
Was on the move. Yeah.
I think it starts going on Spotify at some point.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it's going to go on Spotify, and then Spotify is doing something for video because it gets so many YouTube
Gotcha.
views.
Yeah.
So Spotify is doing something like that, and then come like December, it'll only be on, like it's going to be on both for a while and then
Gotcha.
transition. Then I think 15 minutes of each episode can be cut into clips and put on YouTube.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right. Well,
I don't have Spotify.
yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to watch it. So I'll have to, I don't even know if that's an app that's on your TV.
Yeah. I mean, Pandora is, so I would assume Spotify would be, but who knows?
Better not have to pay for that fucking video because I won't.
It is weird, though, that they wouldn't just let him keep his YouTube channel.
I assume they want the ad revenue.
Okay.
I mean, you give a guy a couple $100 million.
That's a good point. I mean, yeah.
I would assume what it is, you know, it'll run just like it runs. And like the video portion of it will have ads tagged into it, just like YouTube does.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure you can subscribe on Spotify, and if you pay money, you probably get it ad free.
Free, yeah.
Because I think that's how the podcast works.
Okay.
On Spotify,
Gotcha.
Anyways, is that they have ads, but if you pay for it, you don't have
just
to
like
hear
any
the
other
ads.
music streaming thing. Yeah,
pretty much. That they charge you $5 a month for ad free, and all of a sudden it starts leaking ads.
Yeah.
It's like, that's how Sirius XM when they were both separate, but started out as, hey, it's ad free.
Yeah,
because you're paying a monthly subscription.
Uh-huh.
Now all of a sudden a bunch of fucking ads on it of, hey,
what the fuck?
What am I paying for?
Uh-huh.
I don't even listen to Howard Stern.
Yeah.
I'm paying his goddamn contract. I mean, so.
Yeah. I mean, good for all those guys making money out of it. I mean, that's what we're trying to do, but.
Well, it just shows you there's an avenue.
Yeah.
Avenue in there.
Yeah,
we haven't really hit much on the YouTube yet.
Yeah.
On the YouTube.
The YouTube.
How old am I?
Yeah. The tube.
We're trying to do that on the YouTube and the Facebook. But MySpace is doing good.
MySpace. I had a MySpace.
I did not. I don't know that I ever did.
I had a MySpace for about, I don't even know if I ever used it, but I had one. I didn't know what it was for because I had dial-up. So, I mean, I couldn't get on it,
Yeah.
I mean, I made the account and then that was pretty much it.
Hell, I didn't have, shit. I was a late arriver to Facebook. I don't think I arrived on that until
a buddy made me a Facebook account.
2013 or something like that.
My buddy made me a Facebook account when we were like in 8th grade. I don't know if I'm on it very much. I'm on it enough to accept friend requests because that's
about it.
I don't care. Yeah, I don't post anything, and I don't care if you want to be my friend.
I don't think
care.
I've been active on it in years.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, because it's still on my phone, obviously, for the Whiteside Sports page of it. I go on and do some shit on that, but never on my personal stuff. But having it on my phone every once in a while, the messages ding through of like, I haven't responded to one of your forwards in years. What? Stop.
I'm really happy that, like, I used to get those all the time of, like, somebody playing with one of those games on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, it was the worst. Like, oh, so-and-so's playing this farm game. What?
Yeah.
What? What the hell is this farm? You don't know how to farm? You have to play a game about it?
Farm in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it goes. Well, I have to buy some more goats, and if I have enough money in here, I can make it rain.
Yeah.
Make it rain at the strip club, man.
Yeah.
You don't get to pick when it rains. You can't pay for that shit.
Got to do my rain dance.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the... What was we were talking about last year about the T-shirt? I'd posted the This State Sucks T-shirt right at the same time as they started protesting games and stuff.
Yeah.
So that
didn't go over well.
Didn't go well. I didn't get many
likes,
sales.
No.
As far as money, I know we're not really going to talk about the protesting much, but that, affected us.
Us a little bit that way.
But it's okay. We'll push it out there.
Yeah, we'll get it out there. Buy a shirt.
Yeah, buy a shirt. You fucking freeloaders. Just kidding. We're happy you listen.
Yeah. But seriously, though, buy a shirt.
For some reason, we're getting like, I think I told you off air a couple weeks ago, but for some reason, like we're steadily growing. And I mean, we talked about it last time off air. Still steadily getting downloads from Ireland.
I love it.
Like,
I love it.
Every time I look, it's like, fuck, there's more.
Yeah.
There's more. I'm like, hey.
Keep it up.
Put this shit on the road.
Yeah. I'll go to Ireland. I'll go to Ireland. I'll learn how to, speak in a brogue.
Only one in Japan.
Oh, man.
And they probably, I don't know. Probably seen if they could hack us or something. Yeah. I don't know. One.
Ireland, yeah.
I'm getting a lot of love. A little bit of love from Canada. Not a lot of love.
Come on, Canadians.
Some love from
no
Ireland.
Wonder you're in second place.
That's right. One from Spain. Well, there's a little bit of news now that we're done rambling about our own shit that I'm sure nobody cares about.
Nobody cares.
Hey, it's two white guys sitting here having a conversation. You just happen to be having a chair at the table, listening in.
Exactly.
Except for the stuff we can't say on air.
Yeah.
Which gets a little dirty. But, so, Big Ten.
Yeah.
Comes out. Massive problems. Sports Illustrated, and we'll get to the tweet that you were referring to here in a little bit, but we're going to preface this with a little bit that was going on.
Go ahead.
I think it was about 2 days ago. Sports Illustrated posted a story, and I believe, I can't remember the person who wrote it, but I believe it's I don't know if Sports Illustrated has like affiliate ones that like
gotcha.
4 campuses, but it was written out of Michigan.
Gotcha.
And then, got pushed to the national.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, the person that wrote the story, had some insight into the meetings that went down.
Okay.
And their insider told them that if a vote would happen today, it would probably not shut the season down.
Yeah, I could imagine that.
And basically, none of the athletic directors or coaches were listened to. They weren't allowed into the meeting because Big Ten Commissioner Kevin, that we're going to call him
Big Ten Kevin.
Big Ten Kevin.
Big Ten Kev.
Because Big Ten Kev is supposed to be their voice in that meeting. Well, he's also 6 months on the job or whatever.
Uh-huh.
The president's happened to be your boss.
Yeah.
So he's he just kind of went. Basically, it came out that he just kind of went with the flow. Whatever they said was going to go with him.
Yeah.
And the thought in the room is that all the presidents and chancellors, when they canceled the season, they thought they were going to be played out as heroes.
Okay.
That they
saved the kids.
They saved the kids. We took care of these student athletes.
Yeah.
It wasn't about football. It was about their health and safety.
Gotcha.
They thought they didn't think there would be any backlash. They thought they'd be praised.
All right.
Well,
yeah. Well,
we're not like the SEC where it's all about football. We're about the academics.
Yeah.
Well,
you're not really
not.
No. You're not because of the things that were said after the math of the announcement. Well, we're going to have a season in the spring, and then okay, what about your fall season? Well, we're going to do that too. So you're going to play two full seasons in one calendar year, but you care about the kids' health and safety. Yeah. Those are just injuries waiting to happen.
Yeah, if that was the actual case, they just wouldn't play till next fall.
Yes, and if you are just worried about the health and safety of these kids, you would go online only on your campuses. You wouldn't have all of the kids on campus.
I seen a report the other day, coming back in that Ohio State already suspended like 247 students for not socially distancing.
Okay. I mean, what do you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
What did you think was going to happen?
19, 20, 21-year-old kids in here, and they're not going to have parties.
No, they're not going to do anything
at college?
like that.
They'd never do that.
Parties at college? Oh, my God. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just such a funny thing of like they honestly thought they would be heroes.
Yeah. Okay.
And the fact that the backlash started, remember, because it kind of leaked out that this is possible. Like 3 days before the announcement, you were hearing the backlash already. And they still thought, nah.
Yeah.
Even though it's starting, the shit show's already starting.
We're
They'll
heroes.
see us as the heroes.
Yeah. No,
it didn't work out that way.
It backfired like a motherfucker on you guys.
Especially when the only thing they had to do is they didn't have to say cancel.
No.
We're going to suspend the start.
Yeah.
You already had 2 bye weeks in there for that reason.
Push it the fuck
Push
back.
it. But, we're 2 weeks out from the NFL. I think we're 2 days out from the first college game.
Yeah.
I don't know who's playing.
No, it's is it this week or next week?
Is it? I thought we had an early starter.
Oh, we could have.
I mean, it's...
Yeah.
Well, it'd be the schools.
I thought it was the 4th when it started, or the 3rd or something like that.
What do you think next week is? Oh, maybe it is next. Maybe, I'm sorry. Maybe we're 4 or 5 days out. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought you were saying like tomorrow is... No, I thought it was that Thursday.
Well, a lot of times I forget what day it is.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think Thursday next week is the first game. Yeah, I think you're right on that.
So, yeah, I think they're realizing. And then it comes out that since North Dakota State has the number 3 quarterback, they're going to play a game just to kind of highlight him.
Why wouldn't they?
Against like Arkansas State or something like that. I mean, and that's just another look of like these schools are doing this shit to...
High school football kicks off tonight, guys.
Yeah.
High school football, and yet we're still debating whether the Big Ten is going to be playing.
Can do it.
Yeah. Goddamn.
So you were talking about a tweet that you saw right before we came on air.
Yeah, right before we came on air. So it was a tweet by a reporter with Sports Illustrated. It was either Sports Illustrated or just one of the ESPN guys.
We're really good at giving credit.
Yeah. Per source. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I actually don't follow the guy. Scheffner retweeted it.
Oh, okay.
So I saw it from his feed that they're going to pretty much, as long as it goes the way that the reporters are going, that they're going to start the season in November.
Which doesn't, I mean...
It helps.
But it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Because you still can't compete in the college football playoff.
No. So it kind of like the year's kind of a wash either way.
You're playing for no reason.
No reason. You're playing pretty much just to not piss everybody off.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, well, play for a conference championship. Yeah, but like the college football playoff exists, and that's kind of why.
And Ohio State just wants that. I mean, we're looking at it as Ohio State fans in a way. They don't care about no, don't get me wrong. They have to get the conference championship to get to the college football playoff. I get that point. But if we're only playing for a conference championship, their expectations are higher than that.
Yeah.
They're above and beyond a conference championship.
And when you told me that, and knowing the story that I knew about it, the vote would go differently. I told you, I said, I think they're doing that because it's all an ego thing that they can't backtrack. They canceled fall sports, but they can pass November as winter.
Yeah, exactly.
And say it's winter sports.
Winter sports.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd be different if they got into the college football playoff and said, hey, if we start this in November and we get 8 games in before your, December 20th announcement?
Yeah. Okay.
Can we get in? But,
I
mean, that's the funny thing is they released rankings again last week and Ohio State's still 2.
Yeah.
Hey, they're not playing.
They're not playing, guys. So they shouldn't be 2.
I mean, even a team that fucking loses should go ahead of them.
Exactly.
I mean,
and I saw a couple other people, sports writers, tweeting like, okay, if we're having this big debacle and let's just say the Big Ten gets to come back in, let's say the Pac-12 comes back in, even though nobody gives a fuck, everybody just start in the middle of October.
Yeah.
Just push it back another 3-4 weeks. It'll give you a little bit more time to prepare, I guess. But just have everybody start on time. That way we can have a somewhat normal of a season.
Yeah.
Somewhat. I know it's not. It's never going to be normal this year, but still, if everybody starts when you're supposed to start, granted, they let the 2 conferences play back in, it'll just be better. You know what I mean?
I seen this tweet yesterday. Now it was a point from the governor of Minnesota. I think it's
yes.
About she was bragging. She was bragging about convincing the president of Minnesota to cancel the season at least till after the election.
Yes.
Of what the fuck?
Yeah, why are you doing that?
Well, it's like, so you're going to politicize thinking for some reason that's going to get you votes.
Yeah.
I mean,
if anything, people hate you now.
yeah.
People hate you now. I mean, you don't look at it as what a normal person would look at it as. College football means a lot to everybody.
I think.
And when you take something away from them, they're not going to like you a whole lot.
If you go back to whenever the pandemic started,
yeah,
whatever episode that would have been for us, I think we talked about of like, you want to see it go bad? If this affects football, you'll see it go bad.
Yeah.
And it's going bad.
It's going really bad.
I mean, that comes if you're a governor and that comes out that you made that push.
Yeah. You're
probably not going to get reelected.
No, you're not.
And it sounds that way that the governor in Michigan was making it very difficult for Michigan to the point where they weren't sure if Michigan and Michigan State could even play.
Yeah.
But the Detroit Lions can, apparently.
Apparently, they can.
I mean, it's shocking.
Yeah, it's shocking. Now, I'll say for the state of Ohio, our governor really hasn't outraged any of the pro or college level fans, but he has pissed off everybody in the high school, in smaller levels of that much, to a point where he pissed everybody off in that aspect. So he's probably on everybody's shit list too. He's probably not getting another term or whatever you want to call it. He took a different route of pissing people off,
It's just amazing how it's gotten that way.
Yeah.
Of, hey, just do what you can. If the high schools are playing, because that's the funny thing, we talked about that. High school sports in Ohio,
mm-hmm.
2 professional teams.
Yep.
University of Cincinnati's playing,
yep.
But Ohio State can't. 1 state over, 2 NFL teams are playing. Pitt is playing.
Yeah.
Temple is playing.
Temple is playing.
Penn State can't.
Yep. Yeah. It's crazy.
And that's I'll agree. What's his name? Coach of Penn State.
Yeah, Franklin.
Franklin. I'm okay with what he said. Hey, if you're telling us we can't play, it's for safety, I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to tell us why.
Yeah.
And he says they still haven't told us anything. Which brings us to the lawsuit filed.
Yeah, by some Nebraska players, right?
8 Nebraska players filed a lawsuit against the Big Ten,
mm-hmm.
basically asking for a swift judgment, which is why they say it could actually get in front of a court like within a week.
Okay.
Plus, the one key that they put in there is, because you got to be suing for something. They would not accept any damages above $75,000.
Wow.
So they said, to basically say, hey, look, we even put it in the lawsuit that we're kind of taking money off the table.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the 3 things of the lawsuit are, basically, you broke our contract.
Mm-hmm.
That
you have
we're
to tell
student
us.
athletes. Yeah. We're, basically, you haven't told us anything. You're not treating us the way we're supposed to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
Then another one against the presidents and stuff because it's still out there that they don't know that they ever even took an official vote.
Okay.
That's in the bylaws that they have to take an official vote.
Yeah.
So technically, if they did not do that, this order doesn't even exist. Doesn't exist. And then the third one was more, transparency of, well, show us your medical findings.
Exactly.
Because it seems like you're
holding
something back that you should be telling us. And then, portion of, we were, you said it was for our safety, but we were already in a spot where we were quarantined away from everybody being tested twice a week, and now you took that away from us.
Yeah.
And then brought in 30,000 students.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Makes it a whole lot of sense. A whole lot of sense.
It'd be interesting if Judge hears it that quickly.
Yeah. I mean, it
Which
would
they
be...
probably will, because it'd be an expedited case.
Yeah. Yeah. And I heard one coach say it. Oh, it was Les Miles. He came out and said, he goes, if we have players opting out of the season because of COVID and they're worried about their health, then he goes, I feel that they're opting into the pandemic itself because we're going to keep them safer than anywhere else they can be.
Yeah.
That was his feelings on it. And I was like, that makes sense in a way because you are confined to your team. And I know, we talked about Ohio State only socializing with the people on the team, and other colleges have done that too. That's as safe as they can be. It is with those however many kids, 100 to 110, however many kids you carry on your roster. You're around each other every day, getting tested, all that stuff. You're as safe as you can be. You're not going out and partying with all the other kids on college campuses, or you're not going home and around other people. You're there with the people you've been seeing for the last month.
Well, and everybody's saying, now granted, this still, the baseball thing is what sparked it.
Yeah.
But baseball's kind of moved on.
Yeah.
You get a test here, then they quickly isolate somebody.
Yeah.
But then, like the NFL, now last week this came out that in one day they had 77 positive tests.
Yeah.
Now it comes out that they were all false positives.
Mm-hmm.
Leading up to that, they'd had 38,000 tests.
Yep.
In the NFL, and not one positive.
Of them. Nope.
And got 77 in one day, and turns out, nope, that was 77 that didn't have it.
Yep.
So that shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
But the NFL isn't quarantining.
No.
Or bubbling up the way like the NBA is.
Yeah.
No, they're going to training, and they're going home.
Uh-huh.
They're not staying in hotels.
Yep.
They're not,
yeah.
They're fine.
Yeah.
They're just following protocols.
Yeah. And that comes back to the point of where kind of all of us normal people are at with it is, if we're going to get it, we're going to get it. There's probably nothing that we can do other than social distance or, wear the mask or anything like that. Even if that even helps, who knows? But we're going to get it. If we're going to get it, we're going to get it.
Yeah.
We can't be in fear of getting it because it's just
I don't
what
even
it is.
personally know somebody who has it.
I haven't either. I don't know anybody who's had it, and good. I mean, I don't want anybody to get sick or die or anything like that, but that's where all this kind of traumatic pandemic stuff has taken everybody, is this fear of getting it.
Right.
Okay, well, you can't live your whole life in fucking fear, or you're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care if I get it. I get it.
I mean, it's just like any other thing. It's going to be bad. You're going to get sick.
Yeah.
But, percentages wise, you're going to be okay.
But football.
Yeah, but football is
needs
better.
To happen.
For sure it needs to happen.
I think that even came out in that article with the president of Michigan, because he is an actual doctor.
Yeah.
And not a football guy.
Mm-hmm.
And admits that he's not a football guy.
Yeah.
An academic. And the one was that he, whoever the source was, heard the president say this I didn't know that football was such a big deal at this school. Of
Jesus.
Hey man, where do you think the bulk of that money comes from?
Yeah.
At
some point in time, Michigan
has a shit ton of money.
Oh, yeah.
Billions of dollars.
Yes.
But it's kind of a big deal. Like Jim Harbaugh, even though he's, not done what they wanted him to do, probably swings a bigger stick than you do.
100% does.
That's just the way it is.
How can you be... Michigan, in a historical fashion, is one of the, what do you want to call it, the powerhouses of college football, or the names of college football.
Right.
Historically, blue chips,
whatever
whatever you want to call it. They're one of those teams. Historically, they are. You talk about. Michigan football. You know what I mean? That's to not know that.
Right.
You didn't want to know that. You just you had a blind eye towards it.
Yeah.
You just were only focused on the things that you were there for. You didn't try to get to know anything else. It's just stupid.
Right. And you were more concentrating on the 90% of the students here that you're just getting money from, that degree's never going to help them.
Yeah.
And then your 10% that are actually doctors and lawyers and stuff. It's like, well, we got this guy that's got a business degree and this guy that's got a, leisure arts.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that?
Yeah, exactly.
We'll take your $200,000 though.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. We care about you.
Yeah.
So I'm a doctor.
Yeah. I'm a doctor.
I'm going to go to the president of Duke. I didn't know they were good at basketball.
Yeah.
I didn't know basketball meant so much. I've never even heard of Coach K, but he's a really nice guy. I just met him. Jesus Christ.
That's the, because it is a weird thing of they try to, obviously we're big Ten schools. They're fans of football, but they're nowhere close to the fans kind of the way the SEC is.
No,
now, I mean, like Ohio State or whatever.
Yes.
And we've talked about that before. Like Ohio State's an SEC team, just happen to be in the Big Ten. And it is different down there. Like a lot. I mean, winning the SEC championship's a big fucking deal to them.
I mean, that is a lot of their teams. That's their natty. I mean, that's what they're going after.
But then you get like the president stuff up here that feel like that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Of like, well, you can. I bet the enrollment at Alabama that you can track just looking at the enrollment numbers of how many kids started coming to that school. I bet you can track that just looking at numbers of when Nick Saban showed up.
100%.
Of like. That's what football does. You went from, well, we enroll 6,000 kids a year.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden we're enrolling 12. That's your football program.
Exactly. How many people, when they want to go to Alabama, they want to go to an Alabama football game?
That's the point. That's the
whole point.
Bulk of it.
Whole point. It's the whole point. Half the time, I mean, when I know a couple kids who actually went to Ohio State, the main campus. They were so excited to go to an Ohio State football game. Like, that's what they were wanting to do. They had signed up. Every kid gets whatever, your pre-tickets or whatever on campus. I mean, they were already signed up for them. Like, they were that excited. So and then it's 10 times as much down south.
Yeah.
I mean,
the 12-year-old kid wearing an Alabama or an Ohio State shirt isn't wearing it for the physics department.
No, exactly.
You get that in your head of like, well, when you're a kid, I mean, just, hey, where you want? I want to go to Ohio State. You didn't go to Ohio State, but for the bulk of your life, you planned on going to Ohio State, I imagine. For
sure.
I mean,
that's just where everybody wanted to go. You go to Ohio State. I mean,
for the football team.
Yes.
And the fact that you have that don't realize that. Well, it's not just about football. It's not. I mean, the amount that football impacts everything. And I think that. I don't even remember what it was, but I'd seen some sports have been canceled. That like, hey, we don't have football money, so you guys are done.
Pretty much. Yeah.
You
you talk about football does it for sure. Basketball doesn't for some schools. Just depends on where you're at. But sports in general does that for schools. I can name a ton of kids who would have just said fuck high school if it wasn't for sports.
Right.
I mean, and for people, higher educated people, they don't realize that. They only see school as school.
Yeah.
And, granted, if you go to college, about 90% of the people who are in college are there for school. Yeah. But still, you go there because of some sort of connection with a sport. No matter what.
That's usually what it is.
Yes. I mean, it's just exactly what it is.
Yeah,
it is crazy. That takes a lot of fucking balls to just admit that, though, because that's embarrassing.
100% embarrassing. But what do they care? I mean, they're not. Yeah. They're only accountable to the chancellors.
Yeah, exactly.
And the chancellors were in the room.
Yeah,
because they also thought that this is going to be.
This guy didn't even know we liked football up here.
Yeah, that's the like Wexler.
Yeah,
obviously his name's on everything around Ohio State. Of like, you think he's happy?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, you have wings of your hospital named after him. I mean...
Yeah, exactly.
Big deal.
Yeah. Imagine Wexler going like, are we good at football? Like,
yeah. Like,
imagine him coming out and saying that, yeah.
But, I mean, that is a funny thing, like mentioning basketball and stuff like that of... What is there, like 340 Division I programs somewhere in there?
Somewhere in that range.
And it's a stupid stat. Now, obviously, I could be making this up and could be complete bullshit, but I thought I'd heard this. So it's like, so if there's 340 Division I programs, like 310 of them lose money.
Yeah.
Like, there's only like 30 teams that actually break even or make money
basketball. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's the same ones that you just assume. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, there's a handful of schools that are basketball schools.
It's you say Duke and North Carolina because their football programs don't carry it. But for the most part, it's the football schools that do that too. Like Ohio State, they haven't won a national championship since '61.
Yeah.
but their basketball program still does okay. They make the tournament.
Yeah.
But people who go to that school for sports support the team and they show up and they still have sellouts. And
I think they break even. I don't think they're one of the teams.
I don't think they make any money.
No, I think they break even. Yeah, I don't think they go below. But like, your Kansases, they make money.
They make money.
A lot of those teams. Yeah.
But, like UCLA probably doesn't make any money anymore.
On anything.
You see that they're suing Under Armour now because Under Armour cut that deal.
Yeah, because you guys suck.
Well, you can blame it on the pandemic, and there's no way that I don't know that there's any way UCLA can win that of like, hey, we're in a national pandemic. We're not selling anything. We can't spend this stupid amount of money.
You're the least amount of things we sell.
And then on the back end side go, hey, look, we made this thinking that UCLA meant something, which is just another stupid decision Under Armour made when they signed. Because it's only been a few years since they signed the damn thing.
Exactly.
Who was UCLA 3 years ago?
Nothing.
Who was UCLA 5 years ago?
The last time UCLA was good, Westbrook and Kevin Love were on their basketball team.
And they weren't good.
No, they weren't good. They made the tournament, though.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
They made the tournament. How far did they get? What?
Elite Eight, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like, you haven't been, they won a national championship in the mid 90s?
Something like that, yeah. With Wooden.
Wooden? No.
Not Wooden. Not Wooden. God damn it,
Jesus.
dumbass. Yeah.
How long did you think he coached? But really, they're trading on the 70s still.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, UCLA hasn't been relevant
in a while.
Ever.
Yeah, and you signed that big-ass deal with them?
Yeah, you signed this big-ass deal like they're going to do something?
No,
they're
not.
Yeah. That's just why Under Armour will never be.
Yeah, Nike.
I thought they'd ruin The Rock.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
I just think they happen to sign a guy that, can just handle his own
pretty much.
But that's the funny thing, too. When you look at The Rock's shit, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
As opposed to every other athlete they have is horse shit.
Yeah, Steph Curry's shoes suck.
Obviously, The Rock has
he's doing
quite
his own
a bit
shit,
of say-so
pretty much
as to what happens.
Yeah. Which just
is all his branding.
Pretty much. All the Brahma Bowl and all that stuff is all his stuff.
But you can tell, like, what Under Armour people come up with and what, like, The Rock came out. It's like, his shit sells. Your shit's hot garbage.
Yeah. Curry, have you tried to, make your shoe better? Because it's ugly. It's ugly.
It looks like a house slipper.
It does. It's terrible looking. Like you can't help design those. Look at what LeBron designs.
Right.
Look at what Kobe's shoes were like. Look at your shoes. They're not good.
Yeah. And my only thing, I think we had that discussion for, is I just have a problem with LeBron's logo.
Yeah. We talked about that.
It doesn't it's too busy.
Yeah.
Could have just been a crown.
Exactly. Just pick a crown.
King James.
Yeah.
That's all it
needed.
Kind of needed to be.
That's all we needed.
But no, it's got this LB with a 2-3 and a crown.
We were 6 for a while.
Yeah.
I
never understood that.
His 6?
No.
Oh.
I understood that.
Okay.
I don't understand 23.
Oh, yeah.
Because that adds to me, especially if, I'm LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be in that atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like you kind of, when you're 17 years old.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want your own iconic number? Because I don't give a shit what he does.
Yeah, 23 is always going to be with Michael Jordan.
5 straight championships.
Yeah.
When you say 23 in basketball, it's never going to be LeBron James.
Everybody wants 23 because of Michael Jordan.
It's Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Why would you not make your own number?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
And when he did 6, okay. That was his Olympic number, but okay.
Yeah, okay. Keep
different.
6. Yeah, keep 6, I guess.
Different.
You won your first title in 6, so might as well keep it.
You could be anything.
Yeah.
You could be like 28.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
Just,
it's the NBA. You can have any number you want.
Yeah. And then this documentary just comes out 10-part with the Bulls.
Yeah.
That justifies everything that
about
23 belongs to Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah.
You couldn't even do 45 and he only wore that for like a fucking month.
Yeah.
They talk about GOATs of all time.
Yeah.
That should be in the conversation too. Not just how they play. Obviously, they play 2 different eras.
Uh-huh.
It's not even the same game.
Yeah.
Who's a number 23?
It's Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
I'm only 24 years
You
old.
weren't even alive.
Exactly. And it's Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
So that's got to come into the talk at some point in time. The fact that you're not even the most popular guy to wear that number.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows?
I mean, that's,
so
I always thought that was weird. Like in soccer,
like
the best player on each team usually always wears number 10.
Yeah.
So like the greatest players ever
all have
all
the same
number 10.
Yeah.
Which, did you see that with Messi?
Wants to join Ronaldo?
Told him that. Did you see what the transfer?
No.
I
don't know much about soccer, so you go ahead and explain.
Messi says he wants out.
Yeah.
And says he wants to go to Man City.
Uh-huh.
So Barcelona.
Okay.
Is where he's at now.
All right.
I'd say that was
Did you have to pronounce it douchey like
Barcelona? Well, I was thinking about, I thought you'd pick that up from the internship.
Oh.
Remember with him when she goes, we were going to go to Barcelona. He goes, baby, it's Barcelona.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
he kept saying it like that.
All right.
It's Barcelona. So basically, he says he wants out.
Uh-huh.
And the way that works in soccer is there's a transfer.
Oh, okay.
Like basically, if you have him, I have to write you a check just to get him.
Oh, okay. I got you now.
It's transfer fees.
Gotcha.
Which covers none of his salary.
Yeah.
So if Man City.
Yeah.
Wants him, which they should if he wants to play there, because he's Lionel Messi.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would have to play Barcelona $850 million.
Wow.
Just to get him. Plus, they got to pay his salary, which is $700,000
a year,
a week.
A week. What? So they're not getting him then?
Oh, no, they'll get him.
Yeah. Oh, somehow.
That's nothing. I mean, that's the funny thing.
Hold on. Is it like U.S. dollars or whatever the hell they pay in?
I think that's U.S. And if anything else, it'd been in pounds, which is more. So
I don't think pounds was more. I thought it was less than the dollar.
No.
Is it more than a dollar? Okay.
Yeah, like $1 million is like $1 million, like, whatever. The math wise,
gotcha.
it would be. I'm sorry, it'd say less in pounds or whatever. I don't know.
Gotcha.
We're not a Forex trading fucking company.
No, I know that. I don't know
why you bringing that up. Just go with the story.
Sorry, man.
It's
you said Barcelona, and I completely tuned out. Completely tuned out.
It's in Barcelona. But yeah, think about that. Of like, you pay $850 million just to get him, and I still got to fucking pay the guy $700,000 a week. Oh, he's got 1 year left on his deal.
Uh-huh. Oh, my God.
So he'd be a free agent after that season.
After all that money.
Now, granted, with him saying that's where he wants to go, you get a pretty good idea that they're going to be able to sign him.
Yeah.
But, when people...
Will they be able to get beat?
Yeah. I mean, shit happens.
I know that, but still.
In a 1-0 game, anything can happen.
That's why it's so fucking boring.
But,
1-0. They kicked the ball in the net one fucking time.
Yeah.
They just ran around the goddamn yard.
He kicked it.
Yeah.
He kicked it.
They kicked it back and forth.
Then they yell, oh my God, it's a goal. Oh, that guy was offsides. Never mind. Still 0-0.
Yeah. God.
But you think about that.
God, you douche.
Well, that's what it is. That's what they say.
It just sounds pretentious.
And it's not a field. It's a pitch.
I get it.
I don't understand
get that either. No. It's a backyard.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, you start thinking about it we talk about the players need to play. They shouldn't opt out. You're playing a game.
Yeah.
Just take your money and shut up.
Yeah.
It's not even close to what soccer players make over there.
Yeah, I know.
Not even close.
It's crazy how much they make. It's crazy how much soccer players make.
Just think about that, because Hopkins got traded for a bag of fucking balls.
Yeah, pretty much.
If this was a soccer thing,
yeah,
Arizona would have had to pay Houston like $90 million. Just to get him. And then still had to pay him.
That'd be crazy.
I mean,
that is wild.
They do it all the time.
Yeah, I know they do that. Yeah.
I don't think, because nobody, and I say nobody, but because it's kind of nobody pays attention to that shit.
Yeah,
but the amount of money, it's the most popular sport in the world.
Okay, yeah, I buy that. Yeah, I buy that. I mean, it is in the world.
We get a lot of football centric here.
Yeah.
But it's like, not many people outside this country watch football.
No, they don't. They watch soccer.
And it's like, so when we think our billionaire owners and stuff and how, this guy's, he just signed a $500 million contract for the next 12 years. Yeah, that's jack shit.
Yeah.
What a soccer player make.
Yeah.
I mean, if Messi was in his prime was to sign that deal, he'd be like, dude, that's a shitty deal. I mean, you for 12 years, it's at least $1 billion.
Yeah.
And that's a legit thought with the way they pay their players.
It is wild how different it is. Yeah.
And we don't think, because we can only think about the MLS that nobody gives a shit about.
Exactly.
Here. It's like, no. Everywhere outside of here, it's a big deal, and they make so much money.
I knew the money portion of it was a lot more than what we see around here,
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, I had no idea about the transition money and all that stuff. That's crazy.
And Messi's probably underpaid. He's working off his old deal, because I think Cristiano, I think his base salary is like $52 million a year.
Jesus Christ.
Just his base.
Just his base.
And obviously $700,000 a week is less on Messi.
Yeah.
So, but he's also the best.
Yeah.
So this next deal.
Exactly.
Hey. Gonna have to pay us.
That's crazy. That is wild. The transition money, I'm still like trying to wrap my head around. You just got to pay it just to get him on your team.
Get him. It's not like we don't trade people. No, you write me a
check.
Well, you want him?
That's the price.
$850 million.
That's the price.
Okay.
Yeah, let me get out my pocketbook.
I mean, can you imagine that? How much income that means for Man City that they would even think about that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that is. Yeah.
But they are.
They are. God, that'd be crazy. That would be wild to know that you're worth $850 million to a team. And that, I mean,
not
just
including
to know
your pay.
Not including your salary. They just want you on their team. Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, man, this 1 year you got left on your contract's going to run us like $900 million.
You better win us the fucking championship. Yeah. I mean,
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Whew. And these are numbers that I've seen. There's probably somebody listening that's super into it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not how it fucking works.
Yeah.
That's how it was explained to me.
Yeah.
So,
feel free to contact us and tell us.
Feel free to contact us. Tell us how that's different. But it just
that seems like it's.
I don't understand.
Yeah, that seems like a lot.
And when you go back onto it and go, DeAndre Hopkins for nothing.
Mm-hmm. You were traded for absolute
worst
dog
case.
Shit.
If you talk to anybody, worst case scenario, you'd say he's the 6th best receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
Worst case.
Worst case scenario.
He's top 5 all day.
Yeah.
Top 3 mostly.
Uh-huh.
Worst case scenario, he's 6. Nothing.
You
Literally got nothing.
You didn't get anything out of it. It's crazy.
Nothing.
Crazy. Oh my God. I hope he fucking tears it up this year.
I do too.
I hope the Cardinals fucking go fucking 12-0 and then lose the last 4 because I don't really
that's
care.
One of those things of like I have opinions about NFL teams and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, and it's weird just because my fandom is with the Bengals.
Yeah.
So I don't, like I'm a fan, but I know there's really not shit going on. I mean, all they're talking about, man, this Joe Burrow looks really good.
Yeah.
It's also training camp.
Yep.
So
shut up.
Talking about practice.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody knows. Not allowed to hit him. So
we'll find out.
You don't know.
He is. Yeah.
But obviously, you know how I feel about Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And I thought that Kyler Murray would have that for me because he just seems like that.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. Like, I want him to be successful.
Yeah. I don't know why you don't want Russell Wilson to be successful. I know you don't like him as a player.
I'm not saying
success.
I don't. I just don't like it. I don't know why I don't fucking like him.
Yeah, I don't know either. He doesn't do anything wrong. Is that why you don't like him?
No,
he doesn't cause problems?
A lot of people that I like don't cause any problems.
I mean,
for the most part, any quarterback in the league never really causes a problem.
No.
I just don't like Russell Wilson.
Yeah. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. You just kind of, maybe he just kind of runs around and throws it. I get it because he does a lot of the times.
Yeah.
I mean, at least twice a game you see him at least reverse back out and then chuck the ball down the field and it somehow completes it.
A lot of it for me is probably like how much everybody in the media jerks him off.
Yeah.
But all the stats are there.
Yeah.
He makes the plays. He's making touchdowns. He's, it's like all the stats are there, but I just,
yeah.
All
right. I mean, I get it. I understand. But yeah, I like Kyler Murray. I wasn't really sure how well he would pan out. And I'm still not because it's only his second year. But
you'll know more this year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably why they made the move for Hopkins. Obviously, Fitzgerald's getting old, but this second year there's going to be that slump.
Mm-hmm. So you try to get some
maybe
people
get him
in
another
there.
weapon, and plus you're the Cardinals.
Exactly.
You're going to suck.
Yeah.
You only had a couple good years, and then you ran him out. Or did he retire? Did Arians retire?
Oh, Arians, yeah, he retired.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if they ran him out of town.
No.
Hey, man, he took you to a Super Bowl, so.
No, he didn't.
Was he not the coach there when they went?
Mm-mm. Ken Wisenhunt was the coach.
Oh, yeah, they ran him out.
Yeah, they ran him out the next year or the year after, something like that. But yeah, Bruce Arians retired.
They were just really good with Palmer that year where they made the playoffs.
The Palmer's last 3 years, they were really good with them. If he didn't have to face Aaron Rodgers' 2 Hail Mary fucking throws, they would have went to the NFC Championship game at least.
Could you hear that? Did I just chew some ice into the mic?
No, I didn't hear you.
Okay. I just got lost like there wasn't even a microphone here. I just got some ice and started chomping on it like, I'm sure people fucking enjoy that.
Yeah.
But you talk about Aaron Rodgers. Seems like he's having a good time at training camp.
Yeah, he does.
Doing suck it chops and all that stuff.
Yeah. Hey, man, he's got to be the most relaxed, cool person ever right now.
I think he's letting it all hang out for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's incredibly pissed off.
Oh, God,
that you're probably going to see him possibly win the MVP this year.
Yeah.
Just of the...
And then leave next year.
You did what?
Yeah, exactly.
You did what?
You thought this was the plan? Fuck you, buddy.
We were in the conference championship game last year, and you're doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You didn't draft me a receiver? Okay.
All
well,
right.
I don't fucking need him.
Deepest receiver class in history?
Yeah.
Didn't get one? Okay.
Yeah.
I just feel like you're going to see that.
Yeah. Get drafted a goddamn linebacker as a running back?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the fucking stupid move. Yeah.
You know, the Eddie Lacy thing, you didn't? Okay.
You didn't see
feels
that
like this could happen.
Yeah.
Guy's legs are huge.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, but
what's that matter?
can he
if
play?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't give a fuck how big you are. If you suck, you suck.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't hit the hole and cut, I don't care how many tackles you can break. If you can't make a cut or run past a linebacker, you suck.
Or if he could come out and rush for 2,000 yards, but if you give up a couple hundred yards a game before contact, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, they want to compare him to Derrick Henry already. You can't. Derrick Henry's fast as fuck, and he's that big.
I love when they do that.
Yeah.
Well, he's Derrick Henry. Like, no, he's not.
No, he's not.
Because there's only Derrick Henry.
Exactly. He's not like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Because nobody's like Lamar
we
Jackson.
drafted, what's his name in Philadelphia. We think he's like Lamar Jackson. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's Jalen Hurts.
He's Jalen Hurts.
He's not as fast. He's not as shifty, and he doesn't throw as well.
Yeah. So he's not Lamar Jackson.
He's not Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. I don't get I get some comparison, but when they're like, oh, he's the next one. Well, they're not even the same.
I love that when they say, well, they think they got him a Tom Brady. Of like, oh, you mean like the greatest ever won 6 Super Bowls? I doubt it. Because it's never happened before.
Exactly.
So
yeah, I'm sure
probably
they
not.
don't. Yeah.
I can almost go out on a limb here, and it's not much of a limb to say, I guarantee he's not.
Yeah, exactly. You got yourself like an Eli Manning, you know?
And I guarantee, that's what they
Couple
thought.
Super Bowls.
Like, with Green Bay, bring this all the way back around to that.
Okay.
That's what they thought with
Yes.
Jordan Love. We found another Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love that we can get in the 20s. No. I guarantee he's not.
No.
Because Aaron Rodgers, one of the best ever.
Yeah. One of the best ever.
And that is, well, he's only got 1 Super Bowl or whatever. I know. That's coming from other players in the league.
Yeah.
Other quarterback. Who's the best? Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
That's just, I mean,
it's not even fucking close. He's a goddamn rookie.
Yeah.
He played for Utah, who knows state. I mean, who gives a shit? He's not Aaron Rodgers.
Not Aaron Rodgers. Did you see, I can't even remember who said it, but the one guy that was on ESPN that said Ben Roethlisberger might be the 4th best quarterback in the AFC North.
Oh, really?
Of just like how somebody didn't hit him.
Yeah, I know.
Because I didn't want to say anything bad about Joe Burrow, but rookie.
He's rookie.
Don't know.
Baker Mayfield has
You telling me that Baker Mayfield's better than Ben?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'll go out on a limb and not say that Lamar Jackson is better than Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, at this very moment in time, none of those guys have Super Bowls.
No.
Or the Ravens are the only one with a winning record.
Yeah. And got knocked out quickly
by the Tennessee Titans
that
with a
only
backup
ran
quarterback.
the football.
Yeah.
You knew what they were going to do.
And you couldn't stop it.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just came out of like, you guys, now, and I've heard other people talk about it going, they think that Ben doesn't get the credit just because the assholey shit is off the
just
field.
because he's an asshole. Who gives a shit?
And they're talking about other teams that do that they never.
Yeah.
Other teams planning their defense when they play Pittsburgh, not even thinking about Ben Roethlisberger. And this at a point, he's already won 2 Super Bowls. Like,
yeah.
Well, you know what? This yet again, he is thrown for 350 yards and 4 touchdowns and beat our ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe we should prepare for it.
That's kind of what he does.
Yeah. He's, you call him.
If he's not hurt, pretty fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus, guys. That's
the way they, because
that's what the media is very inconsistent with the assholes that they choose to like.
Well, I think it's a weird thing too. Is the only reason that was said was for people like us, to talk about it, because for the most part, ESPN's really getting this way.
Mm-hmm.
Of all their hot takes is to shit on somebody that's
pretty much,
probably a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Tell me, hey, let me tell you why Ben Roethlisberger's not any good. Really?
That's what you're going with?
Won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, 2 Super Bowls.
I mean,
he's the youngest
good.
He's the youngest quarterback to win a Super Bowl age-wise.
Yeah, it's like his second year in the league.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it was more of a defense and we run the ball.
Yeah.
But I think that's the other thing is because the defense that Pittsburgh has put together is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's very stellar.
And a healthy Ben Roethlisberger.
Scary.
Pretty scary.
Pretty scary. And you got now you got a little couple more weapons here and there. You drafted a receiver.
Coming back and
he seems,
all everybody's talking about is Lamar. How are you going to beat Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
I'd put money that the Steelers win the division.
Yeah, I would say that.
If I had to put money on it, that's where it would go.
A healthy Ben makes the Steelers 10 times better.
Yeah.
They won, what, 8 or 9 games last year?
Yeah.
With the third string starting quarterback and the one with a dent in his head? I mean, come on.
Yeah, you're telling me that Pittsburgh's quality defense and Roethlisberger healthy can't hold on to the ball and make Lamar Jackson a non-factor?
Exactly.
Because that's kind of what they'll do.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's what Pittsburgh's history is.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, we're just going to keep the ball. And our defense is really good, so good luck.
Yeah, the Ravens scored their lowest amount of points last year against the Steelers twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of what they do.
Exactly.
At just what are people, I mean, it's all the hot take stuff, but what are people going to do if Lamar Jackson has a step back year, which he probably will.
He probably will.
Because tough to put those numbers up 2 years in a row. I don't care if he's still going to have a good year, but it's probably not going to be that year.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty fucking good.
It was. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if Baker Mayfield sucks again, if Lamar Jackson sucks again, if Patrick Mahomes happens to do something bad, I don't know what the media is going to do. They don't have anybody else they want to talk about.
Yeah. They're just going to shit on Tampa.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because that's the only thing that'll still move the needle and whatever's happening up in New England.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I seen that the other day of you see all the things of Cam Newton has separated himself as the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
And then you start seeing the hot takes come out of the major sports thing goes, well, my sources are telling me he ain't grasping it and it ain't looking very good for Cam Newton. I'm like,
what
really? Because last I check, he's Cam fucking Newton.
Exactly.
So.
Yes, exactly.
There's that.
Cam Newton's about one of the only players, I don't know, really a handful of players, 4 or 5 players, that you make your offense for him.
Right.
He doesn't come in and adapt to what you had. You adapt to him because he's Cam fucking Newton. Look at what the fucking Ravens did. Lamar Jackson's also in that category of you adapt to him. They went from a Joe Flacco style offense to letting Lamar Jackson do his college style offense.
Yeah.
Which is one of the greatest coaching things I've ever seen in the NFL. They were actually able to change what they do to help their players.
Which is the transition that's happening.
Yeah.
New England's been doing it for years.
They
had a Tom Brady offense. Tom Brady tears his knee up. What'd they do? They changed the offense to fit the quarterback that was playing.
Yeah.
Duh.
Exactly. Duh.
and everybody else just like not catching on to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the weird thing of, hey, we got Lamar Jackson. Hey, let's change the offense
Yeah.
to what he does.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Harbaugh treated like a genius.
Yeah,
of like,
exactly.
well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, Belichick, they've been saying that Belichick for years likes to know what you do really well
Uh-huh.
and then wants to do stuff for the stuff that you do really well.
Yeah. Exactly.
If it's against my calling, then we're not going to do my call. We're going to do what you can do.
Yeah.
But it's heralded as genius moves. We're like, well, that just makes sense.
Yeah, they're just using their head of,
I mean,
well, this guy isn't going to do this. Yeah, we're not going to make him do that then.
Yeah.
We're going to give him the tools to make him good, or we're just going to not be successful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you hear that with the Joe Brady in New York about making guys run laps and stuff after practice for like fumbling the ball and turnovers?
Oh, Joe Judge?
Or Joe Judge?
Yeah, no,
Joe Brady.
Joe Brady's in Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Veterans not happy.
Oh,
And it's
maybe catch the fucking ball.
It's kind of the same thing. You're hearing kind of how it was in Detroit with Patricia.
Yeah.
Hey, you came from, this is the way we do things with the Patriots. Not the fucking Patriots. We're in Detroit.
Yeah.
And now the thing's happening of,
Yeah.
hey, this is how New England does it. You know, if Tom Brady threw an interception, run a fucking lap.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, this is New England. Well, that's why you suck, too.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah, it was coming out that the veterans were not happy
I can imagine
that
that.
we're not running, which is understanding, you know.
Yeah. If
Hey,
you're used to
It's
something.
the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what level it is. When you have to run laps at the end of practice, that's not fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I think it'll be interesting how that goes. I mean, New York just sucks anyways.
yeah. Nobody has an issue with Bruce Arians, though, who will literally rip your fucking ass
Oh, yeah.
if you suck.
Yeah.
But yet, the guy who's he has a policy of you drop a pass, fumble, anything like that, you have to run a lap.
Right.
That's when we bitch.
But you have no respect. I think
I get it. You haven't earned it yet.
And I think the respect of that is because the answer to that is, well, this is how we did it in New England.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how
don't give a fuck.
Belichick did it.
Yeah,
You're not him.
yeah.
But then again, you listen, obviously there's a lot of players that don't have a good thing to say about Matt Patricia at Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sounds like it's on that
Yeah.
for Judge. But shockingly, you don't hear that about guys that leave New England. They don't shit all over Belichick, I think, because they all like him.
Like him, yeah.
Hey, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, and there's a different way. You gotta have the back. Your players gotta have your back first before you start doing all that shit.
You have to be you.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, that's the one thing that cuts through everything
Yeah.
is everybody can tell when somebody's faking it.
Uh-huh.
So you have to be yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to act like you're Bill Belichick, well, you're not Bill Belichick, and I can tell that you're putting on an act to be Bill Belichick.
Mhm. Yeah, that's douchey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like going to Barcelona
Yeah, exactly.
type douchey on the pitch when it's 0-0.
Yeah, I hate when you talk like that.
Douchey shit like that,
Yeah,
having
exactly.
a soda and tea.
Oh my god. Pop.
Yeah, but it's just and that's why his coaching tree sucks.
Yeah,
Is because everybody tries to do it the way they're in New England. Like, no, man, you have to do your thing.
exactly.
That's his thing.
Yep.
Do your thing.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, who knows? It could end up working out. It could not. Who knows? I mean, Patricia's just going to get fired next year, then go right back to New England and do their defense. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, he's trying to hold out long enough to where Bill retires and Steve gets the head coaching job because he can't be the defensive coordinator if Steve Belichick ends up as a defensive coordinator.
That's a good point.
So he needs the young one to be heading up the ladder before he gets shit canned. Which you got a year, buddy.
Yep. Sorry.
But then again, the moves they made and everything they have, Stafford's healthy.
It could happen.
Word is that they're planning to be.
Everybody's planning to be.
They're projecting them to be a pretty good team.
Okay. I hope so.
Especially, because you have Green Bay and the Bears have $97 million worth of quarterbacks on the team.
Tight ends.
And tight ends.
They have 11 tight ends on roster.
They have 6 guys on defense.
Yeah.
But, so, there's not, there's a chance.
Yeah. There's a chance. The Vikings are the Vikings. You never know what you're going to get out of them. You don't. You never know. You can get very stellar play, and then you can not get a good thing at all.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have Thielen but you lost your other guy.
Yeah. And
So,
trying to replace him with a rookie will be tough.
I mean, that's one of those things. Now, I know, toward the end, Thielen was the number one guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you're putting your focus. Yeah, but you still had Diggs. Like, they got to pay attention to him.
Yeah.
Now, when you take that piece away, how good is Thielen now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm still fantastic.
Yes.
But
still,
I'm not worried about this guy.
Which is why I like the draft pick of Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to still pay attention to that guy a little bit because he's a playmaker.
Right.
With the ball in his hands, he's a playmaker. So I do like that pick. We'll just see how it plays out for him.
Oh, we didn't touch about this of 49ers just like out of receivers.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, and everybody's talking about Antonio Brown. It's like, well, he's suspended for the first 8 games.
Yeah, so it's
for
not
sure
going to
not
help
making
them.
that move now.
No, you're going to make that in, December.
You're flipping that coin of what week do we need to sign him before somebody else does.
Yeah, which is probably
2.
I would say October.
Week 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going to get him in multiple weeks because, one, you got to go through testing protocols and stuff.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to practice, but you're going to want to give him a playbook,
Yep.
And everybody's like, well, but he's like, he's the best receiver on the field.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as
wherever he goes,
exactly,
he's the best receiver on the field.
Yeah, it's just the way it goes.
Just the way it is.
The only argument I would say that is maybe in Atlanta. I'm a big Julio fan. I think he's fucking amazing.
Yeah. It's just so tough, with old Matty lukewarm rubber fucking noodle arm down there. You don't know.
You don't know.
But
he's one of the only receivers who runs every route.
Yeah.
At 6'4", at 200 some pounds, just a freak.
The only thing that, and every time wide receivers in the NFL talk, it's always Julio Jones too.
Yeah.
It's just you don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
But to me. Now, granted, different situation stuff. But for some reason, that Antonio Brown was a number 1 receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
And was always open by like 30 fucking yards.
Oh, I know.
So I want to know how.
Because you can either chalk that up to him being who he is or Ben ad-libbing at the same time. You know what I mean? He goes back and forth.
All the time.
Yeah, it seems like that. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Antonio Brown's bad, but
yeah,
it would be
basically, if you were starting a team a lot, if you take the off-field shit with Antonio, everybody says it's Julio just because he's just, but
he's a freak.
He's in Atlanta.
Exactly,
At the end of the day, 28-3.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it.
Yeah, you couldn't. You had him locked the fuck down.
It's over.
It's over.
To the point where I almost went to bed.
Yeah, me too.
And it was like, oh my God, they scored. I guess we'll see what happens. But they got to score real quick. These first 2 in the third quarter, first 2 possessions got to score. And they did. And I was like, shit, I guess I'm going to stay up.
Well, I remember watching it and my wife was like, let's just leave. Rather than we're at my mom's house watching it, let's just leave. It's over. I was like, no. We have a whole second half and still Tom Brady. Yeah. Something can happen. And I don't really care. I was hoping the Patriots would lose just so fucking, I didn't have to hear about it anymore. Right. Still awesome, but I don't want to hear about it all the time.
Well, that's the funny thing is, I bet the one person rooting for it was Eli Manning.
Probably,
going, I just want to be
the only
go down
one.
As the only one.
Yeah.
That could just
beat him.
Would have had 8.
Yeah.
But
I'm here.
Yep. We're gonna shift topics here for a second. Some trailers got released, and we couldn't fit it into the Wideide cinema that'll come in on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it here.
Okay.
So people can just listen.
Get a little both,
or you can shut it off. Tell your friends about
it. You already downloaded it.
If you don't want to listen, don't listen. But you should, because I have something to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Which one do you want to start with?
Which one do you want to start with? You have something to say. I just want to comment on some things.
We're going to start with the Batman.
Okay.
Preview.
Okay.
Trailer.
Go ahead. Say what you want to say about it.
Struggle.
Really?
I'm struggling.
You're struggling with what?
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I know.
100% they're getting my money.
Yeah,
Huge
yeah.
Batman fan.
Yeah.
I struggle with him.
Really?
And I struggle with the trailer because they didn't I don't know if it's the music that they used or whatever. They didn't do anything that made me want to see it.
Okay.
But I'm struggling with him.
Okay.
And the clips they used, obviously it's when he pulled the mask off and his makeup, the black eye was smeared.
Yeah.
Made him look like a punker kind of punk rock.
Okay.
What? I know that's not part of the story of, look, he took his mask off, his makeup was smeared.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
You're addressing the fact that
he wears
most of the other Batmans never address the fact of, hey, why is it always black around your eyes and then you take that off and there's no, eye black.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
They're addressing that. But it just,
I get it.
I'm struggling with him.
I liked it. I really did. I watched it once and went, maybe it'll be good. And I just kept watching it. And then I watched some other video that kind of broke down like why the things were doing the things that they were. I think we're getting more of a Bruce Wayne.
I do too.
Personally. But that's why they chose Robert Pattinson, because he kind of has that rich boy look to him. The one scene where he beats the shit out of the one guy with his face painted.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I'm vengeance. His voice didn't sound bad.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
I'm
know.
okay with that.
Yeah, but there were some things where I liked. I like how they're playing the Riddler in there.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, I know some comic book people are shit that he's not got the green and all that stuff. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it doesn't.
100% okay with that.
To me, nothing has to be exactly like the comic book.
No,
because
we're beyond that.
Yeah, exactly. I like how for some reason I really like what's his dick playing. Oh, Colin Farrell playing the Penguin.
Couldn't even tell it was him.
I know it. And then I watched that second video, and I'm like, it does kind of look like him.
And I hope he's just a person that happens to be a bad guy.
Yeah, me too.
That it's not like the Danny DeVito for some reason.
Fat.
He's a mutant.
Yeah, I know. It seems like he's just fat, so hopefully that's it. But I like how they're kind of throwing different, like on one of the newspapers you saw, like the one mob boss is on like the newspaper. I like how they're kind of throwing in a bunch of different bad guys.
See,
but yet there's a main one. You know what I mean? Like they're not all bad guys. They're just in the storyline.
And I think that's one that it hit me because of the Tobey Maguire, the third one, Spider-Man.
Okay. Yeah,
is there was too many villains.
Yeah,
and nobody got. So I think it hit me a little bit of, okay, well, we got the Riddler. Okay, we got the Penguin. Okay, we got Catwoman. Okay, Falcone. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, seems like unless this movie's 3 fucking hours, we got a problem.
See, I don't think that they're trying to. I don't think everybody's the villain. I think they're just the characters.
I think they're just kind of setting shit up. They just happen to be there because it's that city.
Exactly. Yes.
But yeah, it just didn't.
I mean, even in The Dark Knight, there was other bad guys in there. There wasn't just one main intent.
Right.
You know what I mean? At least they were talked about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm interested in it. Like you said, I'm going to watch it because it's Batman.
They're going to get my money. I mean, it's
I don't think it's going to be as bad. I was pleasantly surprised after a couple times I watched it where I was like, okay, yeah, I'm in.
I'm not saying it's going to be a shit show. It's going to make $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just what it's going to do. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I'm just struggling.
I tell you what.
I was just struggling with him.
I know. And
which is fine.
We're all going to struggle with
do that because, this is Batman number 3 in so many years.
Yes.
Now the fact that it comes out that Ben Affleck's going to be Batman in the
Flash.
So when's this fucking taking place?
Yeah, exactly.
And by the looks of the Batmobile in it, 80s?
Yeah, it seems like an older set style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems, is it going to be in the Joaquin Phoenix Joker realm?
Yeah.
Because the era that it looks like?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
But are we going to have 2 separate Batmans going on at once? It seems like we are.
Is what happened.
Yeah.
Which is
stupid.
Which is a DC problem.
Yeah.
They don't understand. That's why Marvel's so good and you guys suck.
Pretty much. Okay, so what other trailer?
We're going to go with the Justice League one.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself with that. I don't want to see it at all from that.
I mean,
I don't even understand why there was a trailer.
Yeah.
We had this discussion on the last Wideside Cinema, or maybe it's the one that you haven't heard yet. But I don't understand why everybody thinks this is going to be a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, I know.
I just don't get it.
It seems like the same to me. You know what I mean?
I think Superman's going to be in it more.
Yeah, I would really feel that.
But it looks like his suit's black. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
What's that matter?
I think the black suit, something is like his power's down.
Or it's a blue suit and he's in a shadow.
Could be.
Because the film is darker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can tell that.
Yeah.
And the music choice that they had did it no justice because it looked like somebody just, here's some clips.
Yeah.
And we just threw this music over top of it. It makes no fucking sense while it's, I don't need the music.
It seems like there's a lot of backstory to the characters, too. Like they showed the one dude, the Cyclops machine guy, whatever his name is, playing football. They show Flash meeting the chick.
Yeah, they say the Flash part is different.
Okay. Hopefully he's not a pussy. I really hope that he's, not afraid to do anything.
But again, it's like there's nothing there that made again, most people didn't like Batman versus Superman. Most people don't like it.
Yeah.
Why do you think the guy that directed that
gonna make this
can
better?
Take the footage that let's say a lot of it was already in the first one.
Yeah.
And do something special with it?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't understand.
And it's going to be an HBO. It's going to be a series. It's going to be
it's going to be
parts,
5 hours or some shit.
It's going to be like
that
5 parts.
How much footage did you shoot?
Yeah,
I mean, were you just burning money?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Because if you have that much footage, this should be a whole different movie.
Yeah,
whole different movie.
You should just maybe just shoot it.
Do it.
Maybe just like do what Suicide Squad's doing and just revamp the
just
whole
act
thing.
Like that other one didn't happen.
Exactly.
Because Suicide Squad was fucking terrible.
I didn't mind it. The villain was so bad that she just sat there and danced.
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't like any of it.
I know
Not
you just said that.
Not at all.
I heard you.
Not one bit, Seth. Not one.
This one seems like it's going to be okay. Did you watch the trailer to that one?
No. Or did I?
It wasn't.
I can't
it wasn't a movie trailer. It was kind of like all the actors like talking about making the movie.
Oh,
it was okay.
Okay.
I mean, I like it. I want to watch it.
What I with the first Suicide Squad, the fact that I didn't like Will Smith's character is how much I didn't like the movie. You
didn't like Deadshot?
Nope. I just didn't like
him as Deadshot, or
nope. Didn't like him as it. Didn't like the way that's how bad that movie was to me. That Will Smith, a guy that I watch all of his movies and I like Will Smith. I like Wild Wild West.
Yeah, so do I. It's fantastic.
And everybody shits on that.
I know.
I'm a Will Smith fan.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that.
Oh, I thought that he was like, him and Margot Robbie were like the only ones I kind of liked.
Well, that's because it seemed like they were banging each other because it's kind of coming out that that's what was happening. So
I don't care. I just
good for him.
Yeah.
And her, I guess.
I mean, they were in that movie Focus together.
Yep. I think that's where it started.
It was a good movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll watch the second one. I'm upset Will Smith's not in it just because I like the Deadshot character.
Yeah, I just didn't like the way it was in that movie.
I mean, you have your opinions.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm just kidding. The movie was terrible, yes, but I enjoyed it still.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, I'll never watch it again.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
I watched it a couple times since then.
And then
did you not like the Black Adam thing either?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Black Adam.
I don't
hate
either.
It. You know what I mean? I'm going to struggle watching The Rock be a superhero though, like one that's not supposed to be funny.
I know nothing about Black Adam.
Me either. I know nothing about it.
But I'm going to shit on the trailer anyways.
Okay.
Is it a cartoon?
Yeah, I know. I don't know why it seemed like a cartoon.
If I'm coming away, because it's like they were telling a story, but you got to realize this is a superhero that he's not. It's not Superman, Batman. It's not.
No.
Kind of need to tell us who it is. Now, I don't know if they just hadn't done any filming yet.
Could be.
And they just wanted to put something out for the Comic-Con or whatever.
Yeah. I'm
which
hoping.
Is fine.
I'm hoping that's what it is. Yeah.
You shouldn't have done it.
No.
Because the fact that I watched it and I go, I don't want to see this movie.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it might be a cartoon.
Or
very bad CGI.
Yeah, I don't want it to be a cartoon.
Because
I don't like how they had The Rock do the
voiceover.
The voiceover.
Shouldn't have done that either.
Should have done that. He doesn't have like that movie voice anyway to do a voiceover.
Because when I hear him doing voiceover, you're cutting a promo for the WWE.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
What you should,
Yeah, I want to hear you just fucking start talking shit about everybody else. Let me hear you talk shit about Shazam, I want to hear that.
Yeah, that's the the reason I shit on that trailer is the fact that we're having an actual discussion whether or not it's a cartoon.
Yeah, I know.
And we don't know.
Yeah. I would assume no.
My guess is they just had storyboard shots.
Yeah.
Because they haven't filmed anything.
Yeah.
But then again, if you haven't filmed anything, you could have put a 2-minute video of The Rock just fucking talking about it.
Exactly. It probably would have got more views.
Better.
It would have probably got more views. Yeah. But
So
yeah, I mean, I'll watch it again just because I am. Everybody knows I'm a big Rock fan.
Yeah.
But also, it's a comic book, so I'll watch it anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the movie.
Yeah.
But the fact that you did a trailer that leaves me, somebody who likes superhero movies, questioning, is this going to be a live action or is this a cartoon?
Supposedly, what I heard was that Shazam and Superman are going to be in it.
Okay.
So,
which I know they're doing another Shazam.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
And I understand a little bit that they're trying to give a backstory on that of like, but again, you didn't, the storyboard that you could have just had The Rock sit there and talk about who Black Adam is.
Exactly.
As the Rock, he can just say, "Yeah, I'm excited to play this part because I love this character."
And
it's
explain
this,
why.
and explain the backstory.
Yeah, you didn't have to do the cartoon portion of it. Who knows?
And I did see a tweet. Obviously, I don't know who it was, but it was hey, can we get one superhero? Can we get one black superhero that doesn't have the name Black in his name? It's like, you know what? That's a good point. Yeah. Maybe at some point in time, Spawn.
And
I remember they had an interview with McFarlane.
Jamie Foxx supposed to do Spawn?
I don't know if are they redoing another one.
I thought so, but I could be completely wrong.
But with McFarlane, they talked to him about Spawn and about when they cast it and everything, and him being black. He goes, I think I've had conversations with people that like this character because he's black.
Mm-hmm.
Just because some people are black.
Yeah,
exactly. There's no reason.
Yeah.
It's just that quite a bit of the population happens to be black.
Who's that?
It's the guy who created it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I think it's McFarlane.
Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I knew it was a comic book. I just didn't know who created it.
But it was like, but I seen that tweet. It's like, yep, Black Adam, Black Panther, Black.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Spawn.
Yeah, Spawn.
There we go. We got one.
Which was kind of a weird movie too, because you had
super weird.
What's his
John Leguizamo as the
that
clown.
That was kind of
super weird.
And I didn't know much about Spawn because neither
did I just
feel like it in today's age they could make that a good movie.
They could make it a good movie because there was a lot of CGI shit to it.
Yeah, and now I think it's caught up to where it could be.
And I like Michael J. White, but
yeah.
I met him one time. The Arnold Classic.
Did he kick you?
No.
That would have been a good story.
Yeah, it would have been. I don't know why he would kick. I was like, 8.
Well, he's a martial arts guy.
I was like 8. Well, we were fighting at the Arnold Classic.
You were a martial arts guy.
Yeah, we were fighting not me and him. We were fighting.
That would have been funny. Yeah, no. Been like in Seinfeld of like all the championships he won was against 8-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Kramer.
Yeah,
well, we're all the same belt level. Tried to wheel kick my John White when I was 8.
8 did not go well.
He pulled off a crane kick.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody does that, and he kicked me right in the face. I'll tell you, I did watch last night. It was all of 2 separate videos on YouTube. One was top front kick finishes, which is basically just front kick to the face in the UFC.
Yeah.
And then the other one was every Anderson Silva finish in the UFC. It was like
with the flying.
A lot of them are front kick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's like, oh my god,
a front kick or a knee is pretty much Anderson Silva.
Knees are brutal.
They are brutal.
But those, I mean, when they slow mo those front kicks, the knockout. I mean, it's like described as an uppercut with your foot. I mean, just right under the jaw of like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just and some of them you hear them. It's just like, oh my god.
That fucking pop that you hear.
And then some of them are like, from a few years ago. It's like, boom, that shot hit.
Yeah.
Guy goes down. And then they punch 6 or 7 more times before the ref stops. And he's like,
he was out.
Hey, man, like, he fell straight back.
Yeah, he was out when he kicked him in the face. He should have just jumped on top.
Yeah, it was over then.
Yeah.
I mean,
he wasn't getting back up from that. That shit hurts. Getting kicked in the head with headgear on fucking hurts. I mean, it doesn't feel good.
It's one of those, because it happens sometimes, like somebody gets knocked out with a wheel kick.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, I wanted to give him a chance to recover. It's like, no, it was a wheel kick to the head.
No.
Like, you don't get stronger kicks than that.
No, that is
The heel of his foot in a 360 spinning motion to gain more power hit him in the head, and he fell down.
Yeah.
It's over.
For sure. Crazy.
So, yeah, sometimes I get down that rabbit hole of knockouts and stuff in the UFC because they're fantastic.
They are fantastic, especially when they slow them down.
Yeah. Because you kind of forget because it's kind of been sad with Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Still around, just getting beaten out.
Pretty much.
Forget how good he was.
Oh, I know.
And then you forget because one of his finishes was the first fight with Chael Sonnen when Anderson was still undefeated.
Yeah.
And like Chael won that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a 5-round fight. Chael won 24 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
And then got slipped in an arm bar or a triangle into an arm bar in like the last minute of the fight. It's like he found a way to lose.
Yeah.
Like Anderson was fucked.
And you got too close.
Unless he got that.
Yep. And then he got too close.
That's the only thing he could have done to win.
Yep.
And it happened. And then the next time he fought Chael, he kneed him while he was sitting down. Kneed him in the head of like, well, you knocked him out. Like, that's like, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Like, John Jones got DQ'd for a 12-6 elbow because people break bricks online.
Yeah.
And people think it's dangerous.
Yeah.
But a wheel kick to the head,
it's
totally
not.
okay.
It's okay
12-6 elbow, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
All right, that's all I got, man.
White side.